Now, this is for the men who keep saying men are made to provide and protect. No, they're not. I'll go right to the Bible right now and I'll tell you who the provider is. It's God. So you can stop your shit of disrespecting God, right? You women and men who keep saying men are to provide for women. No, they're not. That's serving women, right? We're meant to serve each other. God says to help each other. It's in the Bible. Love, compassion, understanding, helping. None of them things are called greedy and selfish of giving to someone else and they're just to receive. No, God said it's better to give than receive. It's better to lay your life down for someone else. That's to both sexes. God does not take sides in sexes because whose image are we made in? God's image. And women come from the man's rib, right? So he said, you will love both the same. You will be treated equally the same. You will help each other. There is no women you will do, I've got a vagina and I'm nurturing women, so men must do all this for me. No, God does not say that at all. You will build a house together. It's not say, men, you go break your back and a woman sits there going, you're not this because you're not a man. No. For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. I don't know how many times I've had to say this. Hang on a sec. Because what does God say in his book? If you give yourself to me, you love me with all your soul and all might, I will provide for you. So who's providing? God. So where does all this, men are going to provide, men are going to provide. No, God has said, give your heart to me and I will provide for you what you need. Or don't you read the Bible? You just throw it out the window. Who's God saying to serve? Him. Who's providing? God. So where does all this, men provide, men provide, men provide? This is not in the Bible. God is saying to help each other and every other human. There is no provide. God says, I am the provider. You are my children. You will follow me and have faith in me. You will not make grave images. You will follow my orders. I am a jealous God because I am your creator. You will follow my orders. I mean, every time I read the Bible and then I hear everyone talk and then they're trying to tell me they're Christian, I'm like, no, you're not. Where does Jesus say you get to be greedy and selfish? And then you are worth more than another human? Where? Find the page in the Bible that says, because you've got this and this and this, you're better than another human. I'd like to find the page. I'd like you to read it to me, the parable, where it is, because I can't find it. I can't find where God goes and steps on other humans because they don't have as much as someone else. I can't find the page. I can't find the page where God says, because you're poor, you're not worthy of love, you're not worthy of life, you're not worth of compassion, you're not worth of help. I can't find that page. Can you, all you Christians who go to churches in your cars and everything, who keep going on with this men are meant to provide, can you find the page, please? I mean, I've got different Bibles. I've got study Bibles, everything. I love Jesus. I want to know everything about him. So can you please find the page? That all you men, right, I'm not going to blame the women for this because it was men who brainwashed women to say, men are meant to do this for you, men are meant to do this for you, men are meant to do this for you. And it's not in the Bible. God did not give that order. So you men are to blame for it, not the women. Men. Yous are the ones who told women, oh, don't you worry. You don't have to do anything. Men have to do this. Men have to do that. Men, 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 men. And I go straight to the Bible and go, oh, guess what? Where you're going, man who says I'm meant to do all this, you're going to hell because you're meant to serve God, not yourself. God says anyone who does that is not with me. They have decided that they are God, which is blasphemy, which is straight to hell. Do not go into my door. You have disrespected me. I am God. That's what Jesus is basically saying to you. You're saying all these things and I've already given the order. So you're going to override me. I'm the creator. I made everything. I provided everything. But you think because you're a man that you're going to override me and say, men have to do this, men have to do that, when I've clearly given the orders. So these men are challenging God. Good luck with that, because everyone who's challenged God has failed, has gone down below to the river of fire and carked it. All of them through history. Name them. Go write them off. Tell me how many kings have failed challenging God. Every one of them. It's in history, mate. Go read it. Everyone who's challenged God has failed, has fell to their knees. Their civilization has crumbled. Don't challenge him. We're trying to. Good luck. Because you can see it in the stats, the money, everything. It's collapsing. God's sitting there. I told you. Don't listen to me though, because you know better. I've given you a book. It's only, how old is it? What'll be 2026? So you'd say 50? Because we're going after Jesus, right? And then you got before Jesus, which is a longer time as well. So we'll go 50. We're in the year 50,000 or something, right? And we still and God gave this message back then with Adam and Eve of what the orders were, the commandments, right? That long ago, we were given the warning that long ago. And then Jesus come and said, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, give to God what is God's, do unto others you'd have done to you. And these are 2026 years ago, Jesus said this, and we're still disobeying it, still pushing the point and wondering why stuff's collapsed. When Jesus was God, came in and said why, and we just ignored him. Just pushed him away and said, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Jesus. What would you know? You only conquered the grave and died for my sins, and people witnessed you rise from the grave and put their fingers into your holes in your side, right? Witnessed it for 40 days, witnessed this Jesus rising from the grave, 40 days, witnessed, writ down that Jesus rose from the grave and had holes in his hands and a cut in his side and was walking around going, here, going, telling us what to do, how to live, what is the right way to live. And we just went, oh, yeah, whatever, Jesus. But 40 days, people witnessed him walking around conquering the grave. Are you serious? That's God telling us what to do. And we just went, oh, yeah, whatever, God. What would you know? What would you know about love and life and everything crumbling around that you predicted? And it's all happened through history. What would you know, Jesus? What would you know? And then everyone, when they're in a bad situation, is on their knees crying to him. But what would you know, Jesus? What would you know? Everyone does it. Everyone. When they're in a bad situation, on their knees begging God. Oh, but God, why are you doing this? Why is this? Why is that? Why is that? But when they're in a good fight, pushed away, Jesus, get away. Yeah, that's what you all do. But when you are in dark, even gays, transgenders, whatever that you call them, man, in the end, they're on their knees begging Jesus. What do I do? But they'll pay someone like me, who I'm poor, but I'm always like this. But I'm poor. I'm broke. No girl loves me. Nothing, man. I'm still alive. I'm still here. I have not killed myself. I think Jesus wants me to do this. I don't know. I'm not the smartest man, but I went through life believing all the brainwashing. Go do this, save money, and they just increased everything and just kept pushing more. Oh, you'll be right. Just keep going. And then, I've already talked about it. I stuffed up. I stuffed up because I was so into all the crap. It took me to read the Bible to understand it. He goes, yeah, it's your fault because you're a stupid human and you didn't listen to God. And that's all it is. I didn't listen to God and you suffer for it. You listen to God, you so yeah, that wasn't even this. That was the thing is not even at women because it was men who did it. Men were the ones who said, "Oh, the woman's the princess. She's the queen. You have to do all these things for her." And I'm like, and when you're young, you're bright. Oh, I've got to do all these things for this girl and blah blah blah. Then you get older and you read the Bible, and God's like, "What are you doing? They're a human being just like you. They're not better than you. What are you doing?" And I'm like, I've been played my whole life. When God says, "You are made in my image," they are too. They are no better than you. You are no better than them. And use it to help each other and love each other and care for each other. And I'm like, oh, that's not what they've been telling me. And he goes, yeah, because they're not God. They want to be. So, and I hear it all the time with all these people. Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. And if you don't get it, what? You're not human? And that's what the type of shit they push, man. And I'm just like, you really don't care about humans, man. You only care about the status, the attention. I don't want any of it. I just wanted the truth. And then you find the truth and you're just like, oh my God. You know, everything you're told is just a lie. Everything. Oh, we're good and all that. No, you're not. We care. No, you don't. We will. No, you don't. Just stop lying. The proof is in the actions, not your bullshit mouth that talks a whole bunch of words and you never do anything. It's in the actions, man. Every action shows who you are, not your words. I know God says what comes out of your mouth defines your heart. But that's also in your actions too. What comes in your mouth? Okay, is it true or a lie? So that defines what's in your heart. Because on your actions behind it, tell if you were telling the truth or not. And I never thought this was going to be what it was. But then I should have expected it. When I was growing up, being pushed to the corner, no one liked me really, and people went off how you looked and shit. And I was just like, I should have expected. I should have, like, when I was growing up, I should have said, Wayne, no one likes you. You're outcasted. No one, you know, you're gonna have if you don't do something, you're gonna be forever stuck. And I didn't take notice of it. I just, pushed it aside like most people go, oh, no, this is crap, just blah, blah, blah. And then it just, year after year. I mean, even when I had a girlfriend and I had a kid, it was just like, you feel like the person doesn't even love you. They're just with you because they can't get anybody else. And I'm just like, that's what it felt like. And then I see them later and God's just struck them down going, oh, yeah, bang. You should say it, ugly. Ugly as shit, man. It's like God's, because what happens when we broke up, she took off to Tasmania, took my daughter with her. I was spending money going to Tasmania. I did it a couple of times and it was just too much. It was so expensive. I was working a minimum wage job. You're trying to fly planes, hire cars, go to hotels, and there's just no respect, man. You're still paying child support. And within a year of us breaking up, like her leaving, she had a baby with another guy. And I'm just like, and that sort of woke me up to see how much easier it was for a woman than a man. They can just quickly go to another relationship. To me, it was my daughter, man. I'm like, what the? Like, you already moved on? Really? Oh, okay. Like, and it wasn't so much because I didn't love her anymore because she took off with my daughter. It was so much like, that's my daughter. And I couldn't have another woman around just looking at my daughter going, yeah, you want to say some shit? I don't care about it. Oh, I'm a woman. Yeah, so? You're an adult. Grow up. That's a kid. And that's how it just changed me. It's just like, all I heard from women is, oh, I'm a little kid. And I'm like, no, I've got a kid. I don't need another one. Be an adult. You want to help? And I was sort of getting, and then just every woman just took everything from me. And I was still stuck in that stage of, oh, yeah, whatever, they're a woman. And then it just eventually, the last one that broke it really, I reckon it started to really take shape is when I was married. And my wife at the time decided to go back to Hong Kong for New Year. Because she didn't do the paperwork properly, she wasn't allowed back in the country. So I was left with paying off the rent of this place. It was just ridiculous, man. Women have this idea, I've got to live in a luxury. And it's just, no, you don't. You can live in a proper place if you learn how to maintain it and keep it clean. But it was such a ridiculous place to live. And I was left with, I had to pay it all off. I ended up in it without money again. And it's just like every time I go near a woman, I end up losing everything. And it's like they don't want to help. It's like they just want to send you. Then it's like, all right, fine, I don't care. God said if people want to do that, do that. Give them everything. Show them how bad they are. And, I think it's because I've always been the nice person. Because I just decided I didn't want to be a bad person. Because in my teenage years, I treated people, because they used to give me shit about my face. And I used to just rack. I just hated everybody. I did. I hated everybody because I thought I'm ugly, and you know, that damaged me growing up. And it's taken its toll on me, man. Being alone most of your life, and you just sit there going, "Okay, I understand." And then everyone just uses all these other things. I said, "That's not it, man. Okay, you either love someone or you don't, and you'll help them out and everything. It doesn't matter because you love them, but that's not what the world's about anymore." And then people's like, "Oh, well, you got to do this," and I'm going, "Look, mate, I'll tell you right now. I guarantee you're a scammer. So don't even come at me. I've done furniture removals for 11 years. I worked at Star Trek. I worked at the Red Cross Blood Service. What's now? What is it now? Something. And then I went to the army. It's not like I've never wanted to be a criminal or go into that world, so I never did. I've always worked, and most of the jobs I worked were shit. They didn't pay high money, but they always thought I was doing. You're earning a good wage. No, I'm not. Shut up. I'm losing life, time, getting paid crap just to survive, and I couldn't save money. Like the jobs were just not paying enough, and then you have to pay rent and everything, and it's just back to the same place. And I'm just like, if only I was, you can only say only if only. But the fact of the matter is, in reality, I wasn't brought up in a rich family. I was brought up in a broken family, and stats and facts will always say you're more likely not to succeed. And I was just like, great. So just trying to survive, live, and be in this life. I mean, I've had jobs and everything, man. I don't see it's like, oh, go do this. Oh, you're this. Is like, it doesn't matter. You've already made your judgments on me. Okay, I'm single. That pretty much says everything. Even when I've had a job, I've been single. So, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I didn't do anything. Fine. I didn't do anything. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. It's always that. Okay. No worries. I understand. Got to do all these magic tricks and know how to read minds and all that. Well, I can't. I'm just a human being, man. Okay, I can't do any magic stuff. I'm not Jesus. I can't walk in water. I can't change water to wine. I'm just a human. And that's all I've ever been. And I'm figuring out just as much as anybody else. But I don't understand. Like, I've been judged all my life. And and everyone goes, "Oh, you just," I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I understand that." But you have to understand sometimes people mean it. And they direct it at you and they want you to know. And it's like, okay. So, yeah, sticks and stones may break my bones, words will never hurt me. That's fine. But also, you have to understand and acknowledge. Understand and acknowledge what people are saying to you. And if everyone's saying to you, well, then that's pretty much what they judge on you. Do I get violent for it? No. But I will relay it back to you what you say. Why you try and tell me that you're good people. It's a bit hard to say people are good people when they're discriminating you every day, saying you're not worthy of life, you're not worthy of love. That if unless you're this, you're a bum, you're a broke, you're a piece of crap. I mean, that kind of defines that you saying you deserve anything while you're bashing another human. Now, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm talking because I can't see. This world is has broken me. You know, people have decided that this way, that way, and I'm just like, you're trying to make me my slave. You're trying to make me your slave. And you all say, "Oh, well, that's just the way it is." And I'm like, "No, that's just not the way it is. We've made it that way." I love working. I used to always like being in trucks or forklifts or moving or doing something. But then over the years, I just go, well, I'm alone. Like, hello? And it's just like, that bit where in I Am Legend where Will Smith's in the shop and he's talking to all the mannequins. Why won't someone talk to me? Yeah, that's how I feel. I always go to, and it nearly sends me to tears every time I see that scene. Why won't somebody talk to me? And he's crying, and I'm like, yeah, I understand that. And he's that out, like he's lost it that much because no one's talking to him. He starts going, oh, I'll ask him, oh, what do you want to see? Some dead lab rats, like, and it's a mannequin. But because no one has talked to him, he's losing it. He's losing it because no one is talking to him. And like when he finally meets someone, he's just so off-putting because he doesn't recognize it. He doesn't understand it because no one's talked to him. He's like, "What's this? What's going on? This is not normal." Um, and that's how I feel. I Am Legend. That's how I feel, and I am actually in a place that has people. I say hello to people at the gym and everything. But I'm losing it, man. I'm nearly just like nearly at the stage where I'm just going to block everybody out. I just think people are invisible. And just sit there when people say, hello, hello, I'm going to just sit there and do what they do. And I just ignore them. Oh, were you speaking to me, were you? Oh, sorry. Just doing what you do. Just, yeah, I'm poor. I'm not very an attractive person, so I understand that. Okay? I understand it. It's not attractive, so I'm not guessing any woman's going to go out with me. I don't blame them anymore. But I do want out. I don't want to do this anymore. I mean, it just felt like I'm just going to be surviving. Get out of here, wasp. Surviving to live, and I'll be by myself. And I'm just like, I'm done. Like I've even prayed to God. I said, "What do you want me to do? I'll go work a job so I can just basically survive to pay for my coffin." Well, that's not very exciting. It's not very initiative. Like, oh, you'll be all right. Just live to work to what? Get ready for my coffin. Like, well, what's the initiative there? What's the catch-22? Because that's what all you are going to say to me. Oh, go get a job. This and that, and maybe something will happen. What? Nothing. Just going to do a job for breadcrumbs. It's not very attractive. So I'm just going to be paying to live, retire, and a coffin. So, and I'm over that. If that's my destination in this world, well, let me go now. I'm not telling that to God because I love God. God's got a plan for me. He's got something here for me, but yous don't. Yous don't have anything for me. All you've got for me is go get a job and retire for your coffin. There's no issue if you want me to have a family, a life. Let's just go work, get paid crumbs, retire for your coffin, in your grave, for your tombstone and your name. Yay. Very exciting. These humans have made it very exciting to live. Oh, you'll just know that's how I'm seeing it. Unless I become rich or something, it's just going to be go work, breadcrumbs, retire, have no girlfriend, a life, a family, and die in a box. There's not really initiative. There's no happiness in it. There's no joy in it. There's no, oh yeah, great. Feel joy there. Oh, come on, man. No, no, no. If I want to do something, I want to make it worth it. Not just as like I'm surviving now. Is that what you want? Because basically, what you're saying, right? Whatever money I have, use it on fuel to go get a job and just be bored. Save money, retire for my box. I'm just like, what kind of shit is that? Oh, well, because you've made it that way. You've even said it. You'll earn nothing and be happy. I'm like, no one's gonna be happy earning nothing. Nobody. Nobody in the world is gonna be happy earning nothing. I don't know who decided that was a good idea. Nobody. No one's gonna be happy earning nothing. And I'm basically the same as a poor person who's on Centrelink, but I'm not on Centrelink. I'm not. I'm on my CSC and whatever D he's going to give me. It's nearly run out, so that's nearly over. So I've got to go find something. I'm going to try and sell my arcade machine. Yeah, but that's where I am because I got an MC license and a forklift license, man. Like, I'm just like, and then I'll see what they're trying to offer me, and I'm just like, what? Really? I mean, if I die in one of your trucks, you don't care. I mean, that's why I'm not interested anymore. I was just like, people just don't care. I'll work for me, and if you die, who cares? Well, I care. I care about me. I love myself, because that's what God says. Love who you are. Love who I've made you. And I love who I am and how He made me. It's yous who don't love me. Yous don't want me. Yous have made everything so I can just suffer. Fine, I'll suffer. I don't care. Most of the people who followed God suffered. If you read the book, most of them suffered. So it's going to be no different. So, um, so this is where I am in my life. And see, I know all these people on YouTube and shit. They all make money and stuff. I make no money off it. I don't care about it. I just want you to understand what some people go through. And it isn't everything that they portray on TV and stuff. Like you hear girls, oh, guys are doing this and that. Like, I don't even like when I hear that, I'm like, what? What? I'm sleeping with who? When? Where? What time? Oh, well, you just do it. I go, no, I can't even get a girlfriend. What are you talking about? Just because you go around rooting every Tom, Dick, and Harry doesn't mean as a man I do it. I can't even get a woman. What are you talking about? Stop looping me into stuff that is just not even possible. It's called deflection. And it really irritates me, man. When women loop every man into something, every man's just like, no, majority of men aren't getting women. They've already done the stats. Like 20%, like 80% of women are chasing 20% of men. And then you just want to come in and bullshit and lie. Like that doesn't fly, man. It doesn't fly. And then try and say humane and stuff. Like, don't even put that in your mouth. Humane? What, 80% are chasing 20? That's humane, is it? That doesn't even fit in the word humanity. That's called judgment. That's acting as if you're God and you get to decide who you get to be with. Like you've never sinned in your life. And everyone knows what God has said. For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. There is none righteous, no, not one. Only God is good. I can do this all day. I read the book. What else am I meant to do? Like, He's all I got. If I didn't believe in God, what would I believe in an atheist? Would I come from a stupid monkey who's still in a zoo throwing feces at each other? Yeah, we didn't come from monkeys. Get that out of your head. They haven't even evolved, man. They're a dumb animal. Oh, okay, animals are smart in their own way, but they're still not human. They still don't have our intellect. Have you seen a dog or a cat or anything make a truck yet? A bridge? A road? A refrigerator? A washing machine? Oh, no, you haven't. You know why? Because God made us the superior being. Because he loves us. Okay, and all the animals, right? Unless they're farm animals, like have their own food, their own grazing, their own homes where they sleep and everything, we don't participate. Well, you're going to tell me that an animal over time evolved to know exactly what to eat to get the right nutrition to feed its cubs or whatever it is. You reckon that just happened over time, like molecules? They just evolved. They knew exactly what food to eat. Are you ridiculous? Just over time, they gradually evolved and knew exactly what nutrients to eat to be strong in their bones. Really? Species would have been wiped out and never existed if you want to believe in that nonsense. But they're just going to, figure out, I eat this, I don't eat that. No, it's an architectural design, so it works. No thing is just going to walk around going, eat that, and what the whole species dies out because they're try and see. You know how dumb that sounds? Oh, but evolution, what? Well, animals were just going around, I might eat this, I might eat that. Then evolved. And then scientists done like tests on platelets, right? If they're out of a blood cell, right, they have a certain amount of time before they're dead and they can't evolve. And scientists done this test and it proved Darwin's evolution can't work. Because out of blood cells, right, the platelets die pretty much straight away. So how are they fusing to evolve? They can't. Have you bothered even do this? Like, you're always coming at Christians. Oh, use science and that. No, Christians love science. Christians and Jews are the reason you knew where the sun set and rose. Like, we were the ones who did that. We were the ones who figured out the globe was round. Like, come on, man. Stop coming at Christians and Jews like we don't know what science is. We do. We're the ones who love it because it helps. Do you think God doesn't want us to use science? What are you silly? Just walk around like a bunch of dumb zombies. That's what God wants you to do. No. But you're trying to dumb us down. I mean, that's why it's so hard. Like, I went to a job and I said, I'm not signing this, man. And he's like, why? And I go, I don't follow LGBT retarded shit. Oh, come on. No, dude. You're not going to force me to believe your crap. Okay? You and your group and mob are not going to make me believe in it. Oh, well, no, I'm not believing in it, dude. You can't tell me what I have to believe in and what I don't have to believe in. I will make that choice for myself. You and your group and your mob and your band of mongoloids aren't going to tell me what I can believe in. I don't care who you are. I believe I'm a truck. Well, you don't look like one, so you're not one. I believe my gender is a donkey wongy. Well, you're not a donkey wongy. I'm a cat. No, you're not. You're a human. I'm a man. No, you're not. You got a vagina. You're a girl. Okay? Whatever. Play your stupid game. I'm not playing it. I'm not signing it. I'm not going along with it. Sorry. I don't agree with it. And as a human being, I don't have to. So I am not going to. And you're not going to force me. So no matter how many rainbows and different ways you make that flag, I'm still not going to believe in it. I'm still not going to care about it because I don't. I care about God and that's it, and what He wants. And you go carrying on about your genders and everything, and it's like, why? I know why. Attention, so you can sue people, so you can do all these things that you've been doing. It's not about peace and freedom and rights, and it's about so you can scam something out of somebody. A bit like that climate change shit. Just to see if you can scam some more money out of people. Save the planet. They don't care about the planet. They're going in their private jets everywhere. Probably have, 6 or 7 bedrooms in their house. Every air conditioning's in every room. Have like sleigh maids and everything. Like, come on, man. These people are just twisting your arms and playing jokes with you. No, you're not allowed to have a private jet. You got to watch your carbon. And I'm like, no, we need carbon, you idiots. Oh, no. What's going to feed the trees then, you idiot? What do you mean? I go, what do trees eat? What? Carbon. And what do we need? Oxygen. What do trees give off? Oxygen. If you don't want carbon, you don't want to breathe. We're not worried about the carbon, you're worried about the poisons. The poisons and toxins that are in that carbon that are not good for us. It doesn't do anything to the planet. So you reckon carbon that comes from the earth, right, is going to affect the earth? Do you know how unlogical that is? So you're going to tell me an earth resource, right, its own substance, is it going to kill itself? I'll wait for you to figure that out. You're telling me, right, where does carbon come from? The ground, right? And you're going to tell me the stuff that comes from the ground is going to kill itself. No, it's the poisons that kill us. It's got nothing. It's not going to kill the planet. It comes from the planet, you mongoloids. Oh, it's going to kill the planet. I'm like, how can something that comes from it going to kill itself? You can't make this up. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, you're telling me that carbon that comes from the earth is going to kill the earth. Bravo. That sounds real logical. Bravo. So how many of you just sat there and just went, what is he saying? Carbon comes from the earth, right? Like when we make it and we put it into the atmosphere, right? It's still carbon. It comes from the earth. It doesn't come from anywhere else. We don't import it from Mars or Saturn. No, it comes from Earth. So when you pump in the air, where's it going? It goes in the atmosphere back into Earth. You know who it affects? Humans, that's it. It doesn't affect the Earth, it comes from it. That's like saying a volcano kills itself when it erupts. No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything to the Earth. It kills us. The Earth rebuilds itself. It's a self-contained unit itself. It's been around longer than us. And you're going to say it's killing itself? No. It doesn't it eventually dies. That's what all planets do. They eventually die. It's just known. We're not going to save the planet if it's going to die. It'll just do it. See all them big explosions and everything in space? They're either stars or they're a planet that's died. They don't normally don't explode. You know what they do? Just turn into an old rock because they've lost all their everything. Well, that's what the theory is. No one has a pure fact on what happens because you can only see it, the aftermath of it. Or you get like I've seen supernovas; they're just stars. Well, I have to read on because there might be planets. I've got a book in there, but you got to understand some of the things that people tell you are just straight out scams. Climate change. I was sitting there just going, "What? Climate change? We're going to spin a ball through the universe. What are you talking about? Climate change? What a scam!" I think everyone forgot that when they went to school and they learned about space, that you're in a massive universe, it's forever expanding. And then they go climate change. And I'm just like, yep, that's a scam. That's a scam for sure. For sure. We're going to try and stop the climate of the planet. I go, you're not going to stop anything of the planet. The planet's the planet. Stop trying to think you know how you're going to. You're just not. Yeah, that's what I like to tell. You see all them guys, oh, slave climate change. And I said, they're going, so do you want to breathe? And they're like, what? And I said, well, do you know carbon feeds trees and trees give off oxygen so we can breathe? And science has actually done a study to show that our vegetation is the best that it's ever been because of the carbon we have. But they reckon we need more carbon. Oh, more carbon? Yes. For our vegetation, for us to eat. For humans to eat, survive. No, but the government's trying to lie to you. They don't care, man. It's for their benefits and everything, man. Well, I remember watching that Keir Starmer dude. Like, their country's going to shit, and he doesn't care because he's got money. Then what a typical politician, oh, I'm not suffering, so it mustn't be real. The same Albanese. Oh, it doesn't. It's not happening. Mustn't be real. And Tosser. That'll do for that one. Praise Jesus. Jesus is God. He's the boss. So enjoy your day. God bless. Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Praise Jesus.